Hello everyone. So welcome back to my channel. I'm here to deliver Trump's weekly reading again, but I wanted to say hi ahead of time, give you big hugs. Ethernet hugs? No. Ether hugs? Nah. I don't know. Just the vibes of love going out to you all. And this week for Trump, we're looking at, we're going from May 20th to the 26th. So, my goodness, it's going to be June before we know it. It's right there, right around the corner. So anyway, let me just swap out cameras here and bring you over my table as usual. Okay, be right back. So as usual, I decided to use Giro Marchetti Skipper just because it's so good for legal issues. And I think at this point, it's almost all I care about with him. Oh. Okay. Donald John Trump. What will be coming down the pike for you this week? May 20th to the 26th. I'm also kind of wondering if he'll testify. I mean, my mind tells me no, but, you know, I got to let all that go. He certainly has his support from the, from his minions who showed up at his trial. Didn't recognize most of them except for Andy Biggs and Boebert and Gates. And then, what was it? Gates tweeted out, stand back and standing by. Standing back and standing by, something like that. Whoa. And called him, here was the kicker, called him Mr. President. I mean, could he be any more delusional? He lost in 2020, dude, and you want to put yourself in that category with the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers? What a moron. A freaking idiot. Thank you, Libby at Meister Tarot, for that word. Furking. I can safely say it, hopefully. Oh, goodness. Okay. Donald John Trump right there. And he comes out. First card out. So here's the first. This is the center of our 9 box. This is what's hanging over him. Somebody's going to give up something in some meeting. Partnerships, meetings that he's had in the past, information, hard evidentiary, documentary information will come out about that. That's what's hanging over him. And he's looking at a long time of what? I have to keep going. Oops, hold on, let me bring the camera up a little bit. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. All right. Ooh. Oh, yeah. So this tells me no matter what happens, of course he'll appeal it. But so far, he's lost every little appeal that he's put through to the state of New York. He has lost. Wow. Actually, maybe if I spread these apart a little bit, you guys can see better. Maybe there's some light that'll come in around the edges. I don't know. Okay. At least you can definitely differentiate the numbers on the cards this way. Okay, so, wow. I'm going to start with him because he did show up. He doesn't appear every week, but he definitely did this time. So the card's knighting to him here, 2 over and 1, or 1 down, 2 over, I'm sorry. Or 2 over and 1 up. 1 up, 2 over. Either way, you get there. This is him looking at a very painful loss hanging over him for falsifying business records. This is the criminal trial of the falsification of business records to interfere in an election. Here's the hard evidence. And this is the jury. He's looking at his security. This week, he really just wants to go home and get in bed. No matter what he does and goes out and, no matter how much or Adderall he snorts or whatever he manages to, whatever drugs he gets into his system, he really just wants to go home and get in bed. Pull the covers over his head. I mean, look at this card here, right? And this is what he's looking forward to. A long, long path. Or actually, maybe this is because usually when this card comes on the other side, I tend to look at it as, taking more time. But he's already been, he did this years and years ago. So this is him finally getting his comeuppance, I think. And then here we have the 32 card, despair, which is it's like I always tell you guys, it's like the 9 of Swords. So in case there's anyone new or you're forgetting, because we often do, it's like the 9 of Swords, but it doesn't go away. And the keywords for this card has to do with just so stressed out, so there's so much worry. And he's not sleeping, so he's looking forward to a long path of legal issues where important discoveries will be made. This could be him trying to push it to SCOTUS, but I don't know that it's going to work. Not with this card coming through at the end. Because remember, this spread has nothing to do with how we feel or what's going on with us. This is just how he's feeling, what he experiences this week. So I don't know that he's going to actually experience that this week because this is more long-term. But it can be. It's possible because he's been in this legal situation for quite some time. Now, what's sneaking up behind him? Our thievery card, when it's behind, whatever he has taken, or what has been his grifting. And here's Melania, right? She's in on it too. And also, remember, it came out in the hearing. This is what's great about all these testimonies. It came out that it was Melania. Hope Hicks said that it was I think it was Hope Hicks that said it was Melania's idea to just pay her off. To pay Stormy Daniels off. Like Melania actually had the idea. Now, I don't know if this might be Melania's mother who, she crossed over. But this is, maybe this is his attorney, this older woman, what's her name, Necklace or whatever. It's not Necklace. I have no idea where they got that. If she calls herself that, she's just trying to make her name not be German. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, just like Trump. Really, his last name is Drumpf. His family tried to get out of, they tried to hide the fact that they were involved in Nazi Germany. His grandfather, I think, was actually a part of the party. So anyway, squirrel moment there. So what's coming up behind him are major distractions. And there's something to do with Melania stealing. Oh, yeah, you know what? This happened last week. I think we got this last week where Melania and what she's doing is, and maybe her wanting to get away and her leaving, or maybe coming and going from Mar-a-Lago. And that's sad news for him. he doesn't like that, and he's distracted by what's Melania doing, because he's never had to sit in somewhere 8 hours a day, where he can't maybe stop and keep close tabs on her. So, but I could imagine that he has, and this card would also, and so would this one up here, also indicate that he has somebody spying on her. And it could be a younger woman. But this is the jury hanging over Melania. And I think Melania isn't feeling so good about what's going on. But for him, I'm seeing this more about him, actually. It can be both, though. We can always read in layers. So with him, because this card is right over him, and so this is our, subpoena, rut-row card, but I think it's a documentary piece of evidence that comes in to the jury, documents to the jury. And maybe this did have to do with Hope Hicks, because this would be her age. But this could be any woman under 55, actually. And again, we can read in layers. So whoever you guys think this is, you're probably right. And you will all be right. It could even be Ivanka, but Ivanka doesn't, she's kind of gone. She's off doing her own thing. Doesn't want to be anywhere near this. So everyone got to hear about him saying that he, Stormy Daniels reminded him of Ivanka, which is just so sick. So anyway, and maybe that is what this is about, because this could be these cards knight together, right? 2 down, 1 over. So this could be Stormy, the lie down with Stormy Daniels. And the jury has heard everything about it, and that is really weighing down on him. But this, I think, would be the woman that has his back. This has to be his attorney. And Melania is going the other direction. So this is sneaking up behind him, like Melania maybe distracting others and getting away from him for a while, for as long as she can. This would also be, of course, getting away as much as she can, possibly. And that train's already left the station. Like she already just gets away as much as she can. That's been the journey she's been on for quite some time. So he is in a position above. I think this is his attorneys, where he just keeps going back and forth with them and hoping that they'll go to the judge and get something for him. But because we've got the strategy card here. But I don't think it's going to work well, and that's mostly because the coffin card knights to him. So this week, it could be that there's the ending of the trial this week, and I already did that grand tableau on the trial, and we did have the imprisonment card. So there's something coming through there, and then this would be our card that has to do with whether or not he would testify. This is no, he would be hiding in the background, like, he's not going to do it. Or if he does, he'll just plead the fifth with every question. And, they have the right to do that. So, looking at the opening, first few cards, that is it, is that he's he's pretty close to a dangerous position. He's wanting to hide. He has enemies. He's lying. He's been the cheater. And there you go. Now, there's major loss and betrayal. Well, loss, and this card is also loss and betrayal. And that is what will continue to just keep coming in and coming in. And this is primarily, in this case, this is the loss and betrayal of, anybody he thought he could pay off in the past. Because with the courtship card hanging right over him, this is his friends, his teamwork. This would be, and this could be our card of like the club members at Mar-a-Lago. Somebody could be spying on him and giving information, and I don't know if he knows it. Because it's really interesting here with the four corners that we do have his inner circle. Both of these cards could be, either one of these cards, I should say, could be Mar-a-Lago, but, or his place in New York, in Trump Tower, of course. So, but either way, it looks to me like he has somebody spying on him. Somebody that he thinks is loyal, and they're not. And it's probably a younger woman who comes and goes from his residences. It could be a maid, I think it's just one person though. It could even be somebody that Melania has hired. Because we've got the distraction card here. This is definitely coming and going. Like he's experiencing a younger person connected to Melania who seems to mingle or just be within, like the hotel situation. You can imagine this. The community card is a lot of people. This can be our standing card for the jury and for a lot of people in a in a place. And then the change card, you can see this is a building. This is an apartment building. It could be office, could be whatever. But I feel like a maid with the bed here. And then when he travels anywhere and goes, to Mar-a-Lago, I think he's just hiding, and like he might be safer there, but then again, maybe not, because we have, this person hiding and spying right back here. This card often indicates an enemy. So that's interesting. So this is what's going on in his inner life. Wow. Huh. I don't think I have anything to add. If you guys do, drop it in the comments. I know lots of you have taken my lessons, membership, or in my membership at lessons level, and you can read the cards as good as I can, or maybe better. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, you guys. Take good care. Bye.